My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so oh, okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. We're having discussions in my comment section about Amber's video that she posted yesterday. Her thumbnail you see on the left, and the thumbnail of my reaction to it you see on the right. And a lot of the comments are about whether or not Amber is using old footage. I was aware of it when I was reacting to the video, but I'm so sick and tired of pointing it out. I don't know what it is with her not being able to tell the truth and not just being authentic and saying, look, I have a bunch of old clips that I'm going to add here. I'm aware of the fact that I look much smaller than I do now, but I hope you enjoy anyway. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, right? But she continues to lie about things, and sometimes I get tired of pointing out everything that sticks out to me because it's tedious. And one could go back, and I'm gonna try in this video again too, and point out how she's turning in circles and how she's using old clips, but it is just tedious. Another thing about her not having posted for a week, some people pointed out that maybe she was banned from uploading for all the videos that have recently been reported for violating terms of service, which YouTube has changed in, I think, April, so 4 months ago. I've been reporting her videos retroactively too. I went to her old videos, not that I clicked on them, I just did a YouTube search for her channel, and then I went down the list, and I could remember what she did in what video, and so I reported her retroactively. And I know a whole bunch of you have been doing the same, and so I'm thinking that she's feeling it financially now because a whole bunch of videos must have gotten demonetized. Of course, we're not going to hear about it because she's a coward and she's not authentic. But actually, I didn't have that idea, but somebody wrote it in the comments, and that could actually be the case, that she was banned from uploading because of the increasing amount of reports of her videos. Again, about using old clips, another reason for that could be that she's just too lazy to work with filters and trying to hide her continual weight gain. And so that is why she's digging through old footage and just peppering those old clips into, you know, in with new clips. I could totally see that being the case. And you'll see, like, the video, I'm gonna do like a short react behind what I'm saying right now about what she said in December 2021 about intuitive eating and stuff like that. You'll see all she ever does is turn in circles, and she does not remember what she said before, and she does not remember what realization she told us about. And so, you know, about intuitive eating, I told you guys yesterday in the video that she's tried it before and it didn't work for her, and I actually looked up that clip today. And so that's what you're gonna see after what I'm saying now. Also in yesterday's video, braiding her hair, putting a fabric scrunchie in her hair right before, in her greasy hair, mind you, before taking a shower. She said she's getting ready to take a shower, braids her hair and puts a fabric scrunchie in her hair. She is just off the reservation. Sometimes I don't even know what to say anymore without sounding really insulting. Because I think, and I know this is an opinion that I don't share with a lot of people in the Amberverse. I think she is that dumb. She cannot calculate the reactions to her videos, and she forgets about certain things, or you know, she says like maybe she turned the camera on and thought, I'm gonna have to tell them that I'm getting ready to take a shower, but actually she wasn't planning on doing it, so she's just braiding her hair because she's gonna leave the bathroom without having taken a shower. It's like there's no connection between what she says and what she does, and it's been like that for a while. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull up that video that she posted in December 2021, where she, strangely enough, wore the same shirt, and so I'm thinking she's going back, digging through old clips, and that's where she's getting the ideas concerning what she could tell us now, how she's you know, trying to pursue her weight loss, which she's totally not interested in at all. See, when I say she's turning in circles, I don't just mean that she's repeating the same behaviors over and over again, like sometimes seeming like she realizes what mistakes she makes and then she repeats those mistakes over and over again. It's not just that. It's also that I think she keeps going back to her old videos to get ideas. That is additional to the fact that she's grazing the reaction channels and the forums and you know, to get ideas on what to say next, what you know, what idea to sell us next. And I think it's cringy. I think it is horrible. I mean, what a way to live your life. Being authentic would be so much easier than all the hoops she's jumping through just to continue having content on her channel. It is beyond what I can comprehend mentally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what she had to say in December 2021, where she even wore the same shirt as she did in yesterday's video.
Do you ever get nervous about people in real life seeing you and your girlfriend together? Do you avoid going places together? How would you navigate that situation if a picture got leaked? It's definitely something we have thought about, talked about. If it happens, it happens. There's literally nothing. Hold on.
There's editing Lynn, not cutting out these situations.
I just feel like in situations like that, where if we are in public and someone saw us, snapped a picture, it's kind of something that we just have to accept. I know that's kind of a lame answer, but literally, like, there's absolutely no other answer that I could give.
That I think might be part of the reason why, you know, why she doesn't want to leave the house anymore. We already pointed out a whole bunch of them, like she's too lazy, and then she also has anxiety because she doesn't even want to get backlash on the internet for what she says, so she's not going to take responsibility for looking the way she does by going out in public and actually dealing with backlash. She just doesn't want to get it. She, you know, wants to be left alone, so she'd rather stay in the house. And I'm also thinking that while YP was still around, she pushed her more to go to stores, because I think since Amber has moved to Lexington, Kentucky, she's been taking a lot of advantage of the fact that she can just order stuff online and have it delivered to her house, you know.
As you've taken time to look back at some of your older videos, do you have any regrets about your behavior, things that you've shared or stuff you didn't do? If so, how will you take those lessons moving forward? The biggest regret that I have on YouTube is sharing my story about a toxic relationship I was in.
No. She didn't share the story, she turned it around. She was the abuser in the relationship, and she made the abused party in that relationship seem like the abuser. That was one of the things where I thought, oh wow, what kind of person does it take? How does she still sleep at night doing these kind of things for money, for views? And in order to seem like a victim all the time, even though you can tell. If you can read facial expressions and if you can detect like the energy of people, you can tell she's not a good person. You know, she's capable of a lot of things a lot of us out here wouldn't be able to do.
Then I just shouldn't have shared that. That is my absolute biggest regret.
Yeah, and she actually regrets it so much that she tried to delete that video where she tried to implicate Casey, and but it was already out there on the internet and anybody can watch it still.
There also have been a few times where I regretted sharing my cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, because that was a complete lie and that was made up for views, for the money she wanted to make because her views were going down at the time.
Because I went through a few months where people were calling me a liar, and on top of already having cancer, having to deal with people calling me a liar about having cancer was truly freaking rough.
Yeah, she's a liar and she doesn't even blush when she says these things.
Some other things I regret is like the super hard trolling, like the whole rotisserie chicken, knowing damn well I wasn't going to eat it all.
Now, it wasn't about her eating the whole chicken. It was about the thumbnail and how she behaved in those videos, you know, and how she kept joking. Like that was a time when she made 10K plus every month, and she felt safe. And now it's all hitting her in the face, and she doesn't want to take responsibility for it. That here too, I mean, look at her knuckles alone. She could have washed her hands, or I don't know if it's caused by diabetes, which I don't think, because sometimes you see the dark knuckles, sometimes you don't see them, and I think it's because she's just a pig. She doesn't wash her hands frequently. You can also frequently see her, you know, like picking her nose or touching around her nose because of that nose ring. And then she touches her greasy hair, and then she touches her mouth again. I mean, she's just all the way around a pig. And I don't have to be in the same apartment with her to tell, because it's in her videos. And so look at her knuckles there, and how she, like, there are vegetarians out here, and she has, I think that was a thumbnail. Yeah, it is, because you can see the duration of the video here in the right bottom corner. And so she just has no common sense, and she gives no care about what people think and how she comes off.
There was a time where I ordered like 20 wings knowing I was only going to eat 3, or like a whole shrimp platter knowing I was only going to eat like 100 calories of it, you know.
Yeah, it's not about the amount, it's how you treat it. Like, look, who throws their head back to put food in their mouth? It's the same with the chicken kebab when she was in that hotel in Lexington, Kentucky, when she didn't live there yet. It's just all for the views, for shock value, to glorify obesity, because why should anyone that weighs 600 pounds feel the necessity to lose weight? You know, just keep shoveling those calories in, and keep talking about how the foods that she eats are not that high in calories, but we see her continuously gaining weight. And so it is just, it makes no sense.
I don't mind a little troll moment. I don't. I think it's funny.
Yeah, so if you think it's funny, then you're gonna have to live with the consequences in the future. Like, you cannot force people to believe you when you say, oh, I was just trolling back then. It reflects upon your personality. And since you have a bad persona on the internet anyway, that just adds on to it. So, you know, in yesterday's video at the end, she was talking about symptoms of depression and how there's not enough awareness. Oh, there is enough awareness, but when people are not depressed enough to not troll on the internet anymore, when they're feeling energetic enough to sell their reputation down the river just for a few bucks, they're gonna have to live with the fact in the future that people don't respect them anymore and don't take them seriously.
It's humorous. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, that's totally fine.
Which she doesn't get. She is hurting people out here, especially the impressionable members of the audience. And by doing these things, like she just said, ordering 20 chicken wings, but only ending up 3. Yeah, what she put in the vlog was only 3, but we all know you don't get to 600 pounds for only eating 3 chicken wings, you know. It's like she is lying after trolling, and then she wants to get respected again. And yeah, glorifying obesity and trolling and exploiting her miserable life.
But I feel like in those situations were just like too extreme. Like it almost felt like I was promoting super unhealthy eating as a morbidly obese person. And
Bingo is his name. Bingo. That's exactly what she's doing. And she even says it here in the video without knowing. Now, this video is from December 2021. Without knowing that in April 2023, people like her had actually pushed the agenda so much that YouTube decided to change their policy on eating disorders. See? Because of people like her that couldn't get her throat full and had to continue clickbaiting and exploiting and trolling the audience just to make money, period.
And it's kind of weird for me to think about now. Will I eat those things in the future? Abso-freaking-lutely. Will I eat fast food in the future? Yes. But there's a way to go about living a normal life while eating those things versus like, hi, I'm gonna troll, I'm gonna promote unhealthy eating as someone who's over 500 pounds. Like it's kind of insane to me, honestly.
See, so she's admitting to doing it. So when now I can't talk about, or I can't speak for anybody else, but now when I go back and I report these videos, I don't feel bad at all. Because this video, she even shows awareness of what she did, what her trolling did, and how it came across.
And right now, as the person that I am and the person I'm trying to become, I will never do that type of trolling ever again.
You're still doing it up to this day.
How long did you have lymphedema before you noticed? Were you ever treated for it? No, I have never been treated for lymphedema. It's really weird. I remember the year.
Yeah, I'm not so much interested in that. Plus, I just listened to it about 10 minutes ago. What gets me about her lymphedema is ever since she showed up on the internet, she's had lymphedema, starting at 669 pounds in 2013. And she never talked about having her legs wrapped, getting compression garments, or anything like that. And as far as I know, but again, I didn't watch her the entire time, I took breaks. She did mention doctors that specialize in lymphedema, but she never mentioned any kind of treatment. Never, ever. And her legs, and she always says it, are the worst thing about her body. She's very self-conscious about them, and yet she doesn't care about them at all.
That it happened. I remember why it happened. I remember how it happened. But it's like it happened overnight. Like I remember one day literally just being like, uh-oh, it looks like I got lymphedema. It was during a very like depressing stage of my life where I literally stayed in my bed constantly. It was because like mental health problems. It was because like I was so big I couldn't even walk for over a minute.
I think she's trying to refer to 2019, and that is a lie because she had lymphedema way before then. I mean, her legs, you can go back and look at the old videos. Her legs were deformed back then already. They weren't just big.
That is when it started to form, and it's like I'm constantly wondering, like, if I didn't go through like that bed-bound moment, would I have lymphedema right now? Like,
see, just lying her ass off without any regard for the truth. She just doesn't want to own up to the fact that she hasn't done anything about it for, let's say, 10 years.
It's something that I literally torture myself with like the constant thoughts of it. Getting it treated is something that I really need to look into. Like, I know lymphedema never goes away, but like you can do things to help it.
Yeah, she could, and she never does. And so I clipped this part out, and I'm gonna keep playing it because whenever she complains about, oh, I'm gaining weight because of my lymphedema. No, you do not gain weight because of lymphedema, but your body holds on to fluids and it goes into your lymphedema. I'm aware of that, but she's not being honest here, and she's not being accountable here, because she could get help, she could get treatment, and she still hasn't gotten it after 10 years, or at that point it was only 8 years, from 2013 to 21. Yeah, 8 years at the time. But we all know she still hasn't gotten any treatment for it.
Did you ever think that you'd be a YouTuber one day? Are you happy with what you do? When I first started YouTube, I did not expect it to become a job, but like,
It still isn't a job. We were talking about it in the comments. What Mr. Snowflake makes of his YouTube presence is a job. He's turned that into a job. He puts effort into it. He spends a lot of time on his videos, and for him it's a job. For her it's not. Not even after 10 years. The video editing skills are minimal, and she doesn't care. She just doesn't care about it. Minimum effort in life, just like she behaves with everything else in her life.
like the more I did it, the more I hoped for it, and I was like, can you imagine if this was like my actual job? And
yeah, and she was just happy about the income increasing without her increasing her efforts. You know, she was just pocketing the money and trying to troll more and exploit her situations and the situations of the people around her more and more to increase her income. She didn't increase her effort or time and energy that she puts into YouTube, you know?
then it kind of just like happened. And yes, I can without a doubt say that I am happy being a YouTuber. Of course, there's pros and cons to it. I feel like there's pros and cons to probably like every job out there.
Yeah, but you keep complaining about the cons of YouTube instead of being thankful for the opportunity you've been given.
And of course, there are things that I would love to change, but I am so beyond grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah, such superficial words. She's even shaking her head. She's not grateful at all. She's just pocketing the money and trying to come up with more ways to troll her audience to continue having the views.
Sometimes I'm just still in shock by it, I think, because it's like, wow, like I have a roof over my head.
Look at that duping delight.
Because people want to hear me talk. I don't know, it's kind of.
Yeah, that duping delight. I would wipe that smirk off her face. You know, people land on her channel for the extreme physical measurement she has, and then they stick around because they see what on top of her ugly appearance, her persona is ugly too. They stick around to see what's gonna happen to her.
Crazy, really. I literally don't know why you guys watch me. Why do you guys watch me? Oh my god, why do you guys watch me? You fucking piece of shit. Okay. Have you ever considered a therapist who specializes in binge eating disorders? The therapist I have now actually does, which I love, and that's why she did recommend intuitive eating, counting.
Are you listening to this? She did recommend intuitive eating, which Amber is clickbaiting again in yesterday's video. With the same shirt on and with a ponytail.
I'm like, am I hungry? See, I don't know, because I'm trying to do the whole intuitive thing, and like the normal side of me would eat something right now, but what about the intuitive girly? Like, I don't know how to like find hunger cues. I don't know, like I know hunger ping and I know that feeling and stuff, but like in a moment like this, I feel like maybe I'm just like head hungry, not like physical hunger. But like, do normal people only eat when they feel physical hunger? I just don't think intuitive eating is right for me in this moment, because my goal is to lose weight. And let's be real. Let's be real. Intuitively, I want hot Cheetos, and I just know I shouldn't have those. Calories, following meal plans, counting points, carbs. That's a really big thing that triggers binge eaters into binging.
See? all the things that she's been trying out lately, or been telling us about trying out, which she never does because she's continually gaining weight. But she says they don't work for binge eaters, which she is not. She is a notorious overeater.
I've actually been told this by dietitians, by nutritionists, by doctors. So I definitely trust her word for it. I just don't think intuitive eating is right for me. And
are you listening, guys? Unbelievable, isn't it? And yesterday, in yesterday's video, that was most definitely old clips. So she's talking about trying out intuitive eating, even though in a recent vlog she was talking about counting calories again. She's just all over the map because she's not putting any effort into any of this. She's just flapping her jaws.
This moment, because my goal is to lose weight. And let's be real. Let's be real. Intuitively, I want hot Cheetos.
Yeah, just what I said in yesterday's reaction video. That is what she intuitively wants to do, is kill herself.
And I just know I shouldn't have those. Is it true that your girlfriend is imaginary? Yes, my girlfriend is fake. I don't know. I'm lonely and I wanted to feel like I wasn't. And so I thought by making up a girlfriend, it would help. Are you now better?
She is talking about Wipey and she is trolling again right now. And she doesn't even smile. Imagine people addressing or approaching her about trolling or what she regrets having done on the internet, and she does it in the exact same video. Just trolling. She was with YB at the time, and so she's definitely lying here. So trolling, you know, later on she's gonna justify it by saying she was trolling, and people need to understand when she's trolling and when she's not. And no, she's just a liar, and she's desperate for money, and she doesn't care about her reputation. Yeah, so this is about all I can handle of her for today. I just wanted to show you these clips too, so that you can see she turns in circles. She still trolls. She talks about regretting having trolled, but then trolls again. She is completely confused. She's riddled with mental and emotional and physical disorders, and yet she's on the internet to continue exploiting her multiple disorders and just continuing on this path of self-destruction. So I've been thinking about this. So if I had to narrow down what is going on her channel, it's pretty simple. She's lying about weight loss ideas while gaining weight. That is everything that is going on her channel. The other stuff like, oh, I'm decluttering, look at me, that is just, you know, filler content. That is something she sees on other vlogging channels where she feels, oh, that would be a great idea, maybe I should do that. But other than that, it's just lying over and over again, going back to her old videos, even putting the same shirt on, having the same hairdo, and lying about the same things not even two years later. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I hope you had fun, and thank you for all the comments again under yesterday's video. You guys are great. I mean, you point out things that sometimes I didn't even think of, but those clips in yesterday's video, some of them being old, that did occur to me, but I'm just so tired of pointing out every little detail. Like, you gotta choose your battles, you know? And so I'm not mentioning her hair that much anymore. In yesterday's video, it appeared to be washed at first, and then towards the end of the video, it was greasy again, probably because the end was a newer clip, and I also think the decluttering clips were recent, pretty recent, because look at the size of her arms, you know, when she reaches into the frame. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.